Good morning. My name is Ulises Cervantes from Tech Milenio, and this is my evidence one from Effective Presentations. I will list the 15 graphic elements used in the presentation to make it more efficient for the audience, to be easier to read and see what I have to expose. I must use line, shape, contrast, form, font, scale, hierarchy, texture, color, point, cropping, tone, balance, pattern, and proportions. It always it is important to show and use these graphic elements in a presentation to make the audience or my public more interested and for me to present a good word, a good presentation. And it is important to know the difference between this because to use it, because I will not use the same proportion, scale, or hierarchy in the title as the content of my presentation. It must be a difference like this in this PowerPoint. The mega list of the 15 graphic elements is different from the line, shape, contrast, form because it is a title and it have its own proportion, scale, and my content has its own uh, font and scale and different. No, so much different, but it has to be. Okay, next. The type of presentations it exists are information ones, interview, entertainment, politics, multipurpose, sales, building of image, persuasive, motivation, training, and goodwill. We must know the difference between these because I will not use the same tone and the volume of my voice in a persuasive presentation when I'm talking about a training presentation. I must know the difference between this and how to use it. The relationship of planning determine your purpose and objectives, know your audience, define your topic, arrange your material to make sense, compose your presentation, create visual aids, and practice. Also analyze the raw presentation. Okay, I must, as a good planificator, I must know what are my goals, the objective of why I'm doing this, and then I must know for whom I'm doing this. Then I will define my topic of what I will talk about. Then I will know my weak points and use some material to fertilize myself. I will make my presentation. I will use some graphics and then I will practice and practice to have a good work. The communication skills are verbal, non-verbal, written, and visualization. As a good presenter, I will give and collect information at the same time. Make sense of the word and our experiences in it, express personal needs, and understand the needs of others. It's the communication and the communication skills are a give and receive of information. A favorable audience is more likely to agree with you and your opinion on the topic, but it had some good points and bad points. One of these is they might not place the same level of importance on the topic as you do. and therefore may not be totally committed to the presenter. One very effective way to increase the level of commitment is not to just give them what they already know. Show them a new angle, something they might not be familiar with, and of course, remind them they have the power to make the difference. We have to influence in our audience. As a presenter, I know my force, my strong point, like control under pressure, good tone of voice, and clear voice. But I also need to practice my pronunciation and learn to memorize better because sometimes I do not practice uh, enough.